Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Tuesday, April 6th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, the Coconino National Forest up on top of the Rim, they're going to be selling firewood permits for the 2021 season starting on April 12th, and the cutting season will begin on April 17th. Purchases can be made by credit card over the phone or by check through the mail. Purchasers using a credit card should call any of the ranger stations or the forest supervisor's office during the hours of 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, whether purchasing by credit card or check through the mail, purchasers should be prepared to provide their name, address, phone number, and of course the type of identification and identification number, the names of any additional cutters, vehicle information, credit card information, the type of wood, and number of cords desired. Now, the minimum cost for a permit is $20 with a maximum purchase of 12 cords per household. Permits allow for the cutting of down and dead wood or standing wood that meets certain criteria in specified areas. Now, the cost for oak, aspen, juniper, and maple will be about $5 per cord, and the cost for pine and mixed conifer will be $2.50 per cord. Now, it's important to note that most of the forest roads up on top of the rim across the Coconino National Forest are currently closed, but they should be opening up within the next 2 weeks, so something for you to keep in mind. Forest officials advise, though, that motorists should keep away from causing damage and ruts to roads that are soft and muddy. Now, the status of main forest roads across the forest can be found on their forest status page online. We've placed a link to that on K-Rim's and Tano TV's Facebook pages for you to take a look at. Also, the Coconino National Forest now has GPS-enabled firewood maps for your smartphone, tablet, and or your Garmin GPS device. Now, these can be used as a supplement to the firewood guide issued with each permit. And finally, firewood cutters are reminded that they really should be aware that chainsaws can throw sparks and ignite grasses and brush, so they say please take care when cutting firewood. Officials also advise that you should always carry a shovel and a fire extinguisher or water in case of a fire start. Additionally, all chainsaws must be equipped with a stainless steel spark arrestor screen. Now, as the season continues, cutters need to ensure that they are aware of any fire restrictions, and you can do that just by checking the local Forest Service information sites. Well, taking a look at other news from around our forest, well, the Arizona Game and Fish Department, they recently hosted a webcast to gather public input on proposed hunt recommendations for deer, javelina, bighorn sheep, bison, small game, migratory birds, and other species. A webcast recording of the March 30th presentation, as well as the proposed hunt recommendations, can be viewed online, and we placed links to that information on our Facebook pages for you as well, so you can check that stuff out. Arizona Game and Fish is always seeking feedback on how to best meet the demands of the hunting public while finding ways to develop new opportunities that help pass along our hunting heritage to future generations. Now, questions and comments about the proposed hunt recommendations, or for that matter, existing hunt management approaches, well, those can be submitted via email to azhuntguidelines@azgfd.gov, and Game and Fish officials say they will respond to all comments via a return email, and all comments will be shared with the Arizona Game and Fish Commission. The existing hunt management approaches, or hunt guidelines, provide the biological and social parameters used by wildlife biologists to develop annual hunt recommendations. That includes things like season structures, season length, season dates, permits allocated, etc. These recommendations result in the annual hunts in which licensed hunters may participate. While hunting opportunity is important, wildlife is held in the public trust. Therefore, they say using science-based principles to shape the guidelines and the processes there remains paramount to ensure healthy, sustainable, and diverse wildlife populations in perpetuity. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, winds will shift out of the west to the northwest today and remain gusty, especially over in eastern Arizona. We have the full report on what you can expect for the next 7 days right here in Rim Country coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Lucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look at Rim Country weather, winds today will shift to become northwesterly as the trough over northern Utah continues to move eastward. Zones in the far eastern portion of our area will be looking at gusty winds around 25 to 35 miles an hour with localized gusts up to 40 miles an hour in the afternoon. Temperatures will be a few degrees cooler area-wide today. Overnight lows tonight will be bitterly cold in some areas to our north as a dry air mass in place along with clear skies and calmer winds allows for optimal radiational cooling. Now, a few of our traditionally colder spots such as Belmont over by Flagstaff, Tucson, and Window Rock, they're going to likely drop into the teens tonight. The rest of the forecast period will be characterized by building high pressure and, of course, along with that, warming temperatures. Now, we will remain dry with a few west to southwest breezes in the afternoon over the next 7 days. Temperatures will remain 5 to 10 degrees above normal through the current 7-day forecast period. Well, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they're actually looking pretty mild for the most part. Here in Payson, you can expect things to warm up to around 74 for a high today, with our low tonight dropping to near 41. So not quite as cold here as some of those areas up to our north. Now, just up on top of the rim at Clintswell, well, they're expected to have a high today reaching about 64 degrees, with a fairly chilly low tonight up there, dropping down to near 29. Our neighbors up in the communities of Pine and Strawberry, well, they're forecast today for a high near 67 degrees and a low tonight right at the freezing mark. Over in Young, they should see 74 for a high today and a low tonight just above freezing, bottoming out at 34. Down in Tonto Basin, your neighbors down there, they're going to see things heat up today all the way to 85 for a high, and their low tonight still going to be really fairly mild, only dropping to around 52 degrees. And all the way down in the valley at the Sky Harbor International Airport, well, it's going to be toasty down there today. They're forecast to hit a high of 90 with a low tonight of 62, and that's even a little cooler than it has been for the last few days. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Tuesday.
Right now, as you are watching this video, there are over 40 million people getting trafficked against their will. And what makes it even worse is because that stat is notoriously underreported.
So many victims even know their traffickers well. A parent, a family friend, even spouses. 7 out of 10 victims are female.
1 out of 4 is a child. Those at greatest risk are the marginalized, the vulnerable, homeless, living in poverty. Human trafficking generates over $150 billion every single year. You know who spends the most? The U.S. You know what makes me even sadder is my home state of Florida, which I love, is near the highest every year. And probably within a mile of where I'm standing right now is a girl who has been or will be trafficked against her will. Guys, it's not good enough. We gotta do better. We need you to enter the fight, and we need you now.